Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karima and I am powered by power. So from the title of this video, I'm going to do a mini apartment tour. There's so much more I want to do with this apartment, but because of quarantine, I have not been able to go into a Home Goods or any type of decor place to kind of get things that I want. And I've been ordering things on Amazon and such, but there's still so much that I want to do. So this is mainly just to kind of give a brief testimony about my apartment, because this apartment could not have come at more of a right time, and I'm just extremely grateful because I'm quarantined in this beautiful apartment. Before I got here, I was living in a brownstone. In transition, I was staying with my grandmother just to kind of rack up some money and find a place that I would love to move into. So the story behind this apartment is, it's crazy. It happened in a week span. So I knew I wanted to move out before 2020. So this is last year around November I started looking. Actually, nope, I'm lying. I got a text message from one of my former students' mom, and she texted me and said that her coworker is looking to rent out her condo. And so I text her back I'm interested, let me know. It was 10 minutes away from my job. It was perfect. So I reached out to the woman. She's like, yeah, I'm going through some things. Long story short, the apartment wasn't ready to be seen yet. So a whole month, this happened. I kind of want to get my timetable right, and I really want to go get my phone to figure out when this happened, but I want to say October-ish. So October, all of October, she's like, yeah, just bear with me. Her mom had just passed away, so I'm just I'm giving her time. I really wanted to see the place, but I was already sold. Don't tell nobody else about it. This apartment is for me. Fast forward, Thanksgiving break comes. This is now November, and I'm about to go on break. And I'm like, okay, I want to move in before this break is over, so that when I get back to school, I can enjoy my apartment. So the Friday before break, I reach out to the lady, and she's like, yeah, there's a lot left to do, but we got this move-in date. We're gonna move you in by Monday. I'm like, okay, great. She sends me You heard that? I don't know what that was. What is that? I've never heard that sound before. It's like somebody's ringing a bell. Anyway, she sends me pictures, and the place is cluttered. It's mad stuff in there. I'm like, Jesus, what is going on? I text my mom the picture. She's like, nope, not at all. This looks like some type of hoarder. She's trying to get out, and you're not about to get in there, and somebody come knocking on your door trying to evict you because she didn't have her ducks in a row or whatever. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So me still keeping the faith, because I'm like, God, this is for me. I haven't seen it. I'm trusting you. I'm moving in on Monday. I ain't see it, but I want to move. I want us to get out of my grandmother's house. So I'm just like, is it? I wonder if it's that 7 o'clock thing and everybody's making noise for the essential workers. That might be what it is. I don't know. Possibly that could be what it is. They're just going in. It's 7:03 right now. I think that's what it is. I don't even know if that's what it is. I hope that's what it is. That happened a few weeks ago, but the day I choose to record a video, It's crazy. Anyway, we're just gonna ignore that. I'm just gonna finish saying what I was saying. And I don't even know where I stopped. Okay, what was I saying? So Sunday, I go to church. After church, me and my friend, we go see this place, right? We're communicating back and forth over the weekend. Like, I just want to see it. Like, let me see what needs to be done. Like, let me just look at the place. So I go there, and it's a hot mess. Like, I don't want to put up pictures. Maybe I'll think about it, like, insert some pictures right here, or not. I don't know, because the way this woman sent these pictures is just like, what? Why would you ever send anybody pictures like this when they're about to move in the next day, like, or in a couple of days? Like, it was just like, you had months to get this place ready, and I was very confused. So God, I got in my car, I'm crying, like, God, what is going on? Like, I need to move this week. Like, I need to move somewhere this week. And I was just like, this is not it, so I need you to do something, right? So I'm in my car. I think I sat in my car for a couple of hours, just like praying on Craigslist, praying on Trulia, praying on Zillow, like, just like, I don't even know. So I'm like looking at different places of what's available. Finally go upstairs. I wake up in the morning like, God, I don't know what you are going to do, but I'm just going to get up and I'm going to go to the Bronx. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going to go look at different open houses, drive to the Bronx, around the area in which I work, and figure something out, right? Meanwhile, I had put out like emails to different people who were listing their listings, and I also did some that morning before I left. So I went to a couple of places. I couldn't get into some of the luxury buildings that I was looking at because I was just like, I have to upgrade. I lived in a brownstone in Brooklyn. Like, wherever I go next, like, I want it to be an upgrade from where I was. And that was like a prayer, like a low-key prayer I had. Like, it wasn't like a dominant prayer that I would always pray. It was just something that I would look around my place, and especially my closet. Like, I was just like, God, wherever I go, I need to have a walk-in closet like I have here. Because, like, I legit had a hallway for a closet in my last apartment. So, couldn't see some places. I was able to go into certain places. I was able to kind of, like, get a gist of, like, what's available. But I couldn't go see anything. I was on the phone with somebody. They were like, okay, you can come back tomorrow. We'll show you this loft. We'll show you this space. Like, just different things that I knew I wanted to, like, be around or live in. Like, I wanted to be in a luxury building or a loft. So, that's what I was looking at. I wasn't even wasting my time with, like, regular old buildings. So, finally, I get in my car, and I look at my email, and one of these brokers reached out to me, and so I called him. I went to his office, and he showed me this place in Riverdale, tiny box. I'm just like, where's the rest of it? Like, my stuff can't even fit in here. Like, it was a nice building, nice neighborhood. Riverdale's a really nice neighborhood, but I was just like, I can't. Like, I feel like that whole apartment could fit in my brownstone living room. I was just like, where is the rest of it, right? So, I come out. It was two guys who were showing me. The guy who walked me in, when we came out, the other guy was just like, it's too big, it's too small, right? I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work. And me and the other guy had already talked about, like, what I'm looking for, how much stuff I have. So they were just like, I have this luxury building that we can show you. It's no fee. And I was like, take me to them. Like, let me see it. So we walked in here, and this is what I saw, right? So I'm gonna put the video of, like, when I first got here, when it was empty. Then I'm like, I want it. I saw the washer and dryer. I saw the closets, 2 walk-in closets. Then they told me that there is a parking spot included, and it's 1 month free. I'm just like, where do I sign up? They was like, how good is your credit? I was like, it's decent. They were like, okay, well, it takes like 2 weeks process, but we can start the paperwork now or whatever. So he was like, okay, get in your car, go on your phone, fill out the application before you leave here, and we'll see what we can do. I told him, like, look, I need to move as soon as possible, so let's, like, do something to expedite this process. I was still in transition, so a lot of my stuff was in storage. A lot of my stuff was at my best friend's house at the time. But I had recently gone to her house and put the stuff that was in her house in my car. And I happened to have my important documents in one of those bags. So I had to pull over. I'm driving. I filled out the application. I'm driving down to FDR. He calls me like, look, the leasing manager said that if you can get X, Y, and Z paperwork over, like, we can try to figure this thing out today, but before 4. So I pull over. I'm on my way to pick up my sister in Brooklyn. I'm in the middle of Manhattan. I pull over. I was like, okay, where are my social security cards? Where's all of that? And I happened to be in that bag. I'm like, okay, God, I took pictures. I was on my, like, wage works thing for work, trying to get my W-2s, like, my pay stubs or whatever I needed. I was just like, God, I need you to work this out. Long story short, I got everything that I needed submitted. Go pick up my sister. We're at her friend's basketball game, and I get a text message like, you've been approved. The same day, everything was just like, you've been approved. I'm just like, wait, what? Like, God, what? They said it was going to be 2 weeks. Like, I was not expecting to get an approval the same day. So I was hyped. Like, my sister thought I was crazy. I jumped up. I ran out the gym, like, to do a little happy dance and, like thank God or whatever. And then what happened the next day? The next day, they, I think, sent over the lease. This lease was like 40-something pages. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is a lot compared to, like, my 1-page back and forth front from my brownstone. I was not used to this. So I read through the whole lease. I ended up reaching out to my lawyers at Legal Shield, sent them the lease. They was able to look through it with me. I asked whatever questions I had. I felt real grown. I was just like, this is a lot, but I need to get through this to make sure ain't nothing crazy in here and I'm not signing my life away. Regular old lease agreement, standard. The next day, this was Tuesday, next day, Wednesday, I submitted the lease. I went to go get my deposits. It was first months and security that I had to do. And so that was crazy in itself because I didn't realize that I needed a a cashier's check or something like that, or some type of, like, check, whatever you get from the post office. I can't think of the name of it right now. I think it's a cashier's check. I had to go get one of those, but I had regular person checks. It's like, no, like, you can't give me this. Like, we need something that's, like, legit. So I had to go to the post office. My car wasn't working. They're like, you probably don't have their limit. You need to raise your limits. I had to get on the phone with my bank. I had to raise the limit so I can actually take out this money and get these checks from the post office, which happens to be right across the street. So that was clutch. Everything worked out. So Wednesday I paid my money. Friday I went to go pick up the keys. Me and my family helped me move in on Saturday, right? It was either Friday or Saturday, like the second to last day of November. And it was just like back to back to back. It just worked out. And it was just like, I had faith for something and God just exceeded what I had faith for. Like, I knew I wanted to move out before the year was over. I knew I wanted to be in something that I would be comfortable in. And not even seeing this place, just the whole fact of knowing the neighborhood, knowing that it was a condo, which it turned out not to even be a condo. I was just, it was 2 bedrooms. I was just like, all right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take it. Because I had a 1.5 bedroom at the brownstone. In the brownstone. So I'm like, okay, 2 bedrooms, great. It's something that I already have. I didn't know what the closets looked like. I didn't know nothing. But I was just like, this is mine. Even if I have to make the second bedroom into a closet, like, this is mine. But it turned out that it wasn't. And God was just like, I got something better. And this apartment is literally everything I asked for. Last story, and I'm going to go. I remember standing right here on my ledge, looking out my window. And the only thing I would say to people, I think I had one party over here, like a game night kind of thing. And I was just like, this is everything I ever wanted except for the view. Like, I will always, when I tell people about my apartment, I'm like, I love everything about it. It's everything I asked for except for the view. I wanted to see the water. I wanted to be on a high floor. So I am on a high floor, and I can see the water. I just have to kind of like look past this big old parking lot, and I'll see the water. Like, I'm legit like 3 minutes. Like, if I go outside and try to walk to the water, I'm 3 minutes away. And when I stood on the ledge, let me show you. And I noticed that I can see the water. I just have to kind of like look beyond what's right in front of me and kind of like get this distraction out of the way and realize that this is actually what I asked for. And then I had the idea and the revelation that when we pray, we need to be more specific. Like, I asked to see the water. I can see the water. But there's this thing in front of it. Like, there's this big old parking lot in front of it. So it just was a reminder, like, okay, God is going to give you everything you ask for and then some. Powered by Power LLC is founded on the scripture Ephesians 3:20, which, if you read it, it says God will do exceedingly and abundantly more than what we can ask or think, right? So this apartment far exceeded what I asked or think, but I but I didn't even expect for him to answer the prayer, for me to see that prayer and then get the revelation that, okay, now I got to be more specific, because he gave you every single thing you asked for, including the view, even though you have to kind of like look past what is right in front of you and like have faith for. Am I saying that? I feel like I'm not saying this how it really came to me and it's bothering me. I'm a work it out. I'm gonna work it out, and I'm gonna make another video about it. But like, it's important that we're specific about our prayers. Like, we have to be specific, because looking out my window and seeing the water, I realized it is an answered prayer. It may not be exactly what you want, because I asked to see the water, I can see it, but you weren't specific enough. Like, if you wanted to be on a really high floor, and you should have prayed that. Like, you ain't prayed that. You actually see the water, you can see it. So I did what I was supposed to do as God, kind of thing. And I did even more, like the parking lot, the parking spot, the dishwasher, like the washer and dryer, all of those things that like were add-ons. Upstairs, there's a basketball court, there's a gym. I have a 24-hour concierge. Like, all of these things were bonuses. And then I had the nerve to complain about my view when it's actually everything I asked for. Like, how dare I? So I say all of this to say I'm grateful for answered prayers. I'm grateful for my beautiful apartment. I'm grateful for this space that I have to kind of keep my peace of mind during this pandemic. I'm grateful for just everything that God has given me thus far, and showing me the favor that is on my life, and showing me that he is interested in what I say, and he's listening even when I think he's not. And I'm grateful. Like, I'm just grateful, guys. Like, I hope that in this time you are all finding something to be grateful for, because there is so much to be grateful for. It's about the power to choose to focus on only the things that are good instead of all of the things that are bad. What are you choosing to focus on today? What are you choosing to be grateful for today? And hopefully you remember in that process that you are powered by power, that God lives within you, and he is the ultimate power source that powers everything that we do. So be powered by power, and have a great day, guys. I got to figure out, I know how I'm going to end this video. Listen to this. My cousin made this song for me, and it's amazing, and it just embodies this entire journey. So you're welcome in advance. Turn the volume all the way up and just listen to this dope music that is gonna come in your eardrums right here, right now. Okay? Be powered, guys. Hi guys. So I'm in my bedroom right now.